All right, friends. In part one, we talked about the general concepts of astigmatism. What is astigmatism? Which especially we took cornea as a reference, and we understood that in part one of the video, we understood that different powers in different meridian is what we call as astigmatism or cylinder. There's a difference of power in two meridians. There's a concept of principal meridians in astigmatism. Principal meridians. And what principal meridians means is that in the cornea, when you have a difference in power, there is one meridian which is steep, say for example at 90 degree, and here you have 44 at 180 degree. We know from the last video that this is the steep meridian now because it has higher power. This is the flatter meridian because it has lower power. Both these meridians are called the principal meridians. So in the cornea, the flat meridian, in this case at 180 degree, and the steep meridian, in this case again at 90 degree, these two are called the principal meridians. And you will hear me saying this word again and again in the subsequent videos when we go deep dive into astigmatism. All right. Now let's in this video let's talk about the different types and forms of astigmatism, right? Again, with reference to cornea. So astigmatism can be regular. It can be regular and it can be irregular. It can be irregular. So you do not have a pattern over here. In regular astigmatism, you have a pattern. And we know in regular astigmatism from part one of the video, when the principal meridians, that is the steep meridian and the flat meridian, are 90 degrees away from each other, that is called regular astigmatism. So a regular astigmatism, and then in irregular astigmatism, we do not have such rule. There is no such one steep meridian and one flat meridian which are 90 degrees away from that. That rule doesn't apply in irregular astigmatism. And irregular astigmatism is something like, you walk in a field which has an uneven slope, right? So in an irregular astigmatism, you do not have, the cornea is more irregular. You do not know where is the steep meridian. There's no such thing as a steep meridian and a flat meridian which are 90 degrees away. That's irregular astigmatism. Irregular astigmatism has different ways of correcting it, but for regular astigmatism, our focus of discussion is regular astigmatism. And in regular astigmatism, the way you can correct it is with glasses. You can do surgically also correct it at the time of cataract surgery. So with toric lenses. So different ways of correcting astigmatism, regular astigmatism. So the other way of further classifying, regular astigmatism again can be divided into whether they are simple myopic astigmatism, simple myopic, and let me write with red pen. So simple myopic astigmatism. Again, astigmatism. It could be a compound myopic astigmatism. Again, it can be a simple hyperopic astigmatism. It can be again a compound hyperopic astigmatism. Or the fifth type can be actually a mix. It can be a mixed astigmatism. Can be a mixed astigmatism. So regular astigmatism can be further divided into simple myopic astigmatism, compound myopic astigmatism, simple hyperopic astigmatism, compound hyperopic astigmatism, and mixed astigmatism. And we will see each of these. What do we mean by these terminologies, right? So simple myopic astigmatism. Simple myopic astigmatism. Let's take the first one. Simple myopic astigmatism. What do we mean by myopia? Myopia is one where, say again, I take cornea. I am not taking into account the lens over here, but the concepts are the same. So in myopia, we know when the rays of light are traveling and the cornea has just too much of power, say, and the rays of light are falling before the retina, right? In myopia, we know that the rays of light are traveling but not reaching the retina. So this is the retina, right? Now, in myopia, the rays of light may fall before the retina, but all the rays of light that travels across the cornea right through the 90-degree or 180-degree, whether the light goes through 90-degree or the light is coming from 180-degree, they are actually coming to a one single point, right? So that is why we call myopia. There is a refractive error, rays of light are not reaching the retina, but they are falling at one point. What is simple myopic astigmatism then? In simple myopic astigmatism, again, the rays of light that may be traveling through the 90-degree are reaching the retina. It could be the vice versa also. The rays of light traveling through 180-degree are reaching the retina. Either way, rays of light that travel through one of the meridians are reaching the retina. The rays of light that is traveling through the other principal meridian. Remember, I use the word principal meridian. The rays of light that travels through the other principal meridian is not reaching the retina. So one ray of light going through the cornea reaching the retina, the other rays of light other meridian, the rays of light that goes through the other meridian is not reaching the retina. So now you have a line, you have two focal points, and that's called simple myopic astigmatism. Remember, the word simple myopic means that rays of light traveling through one principal meridian reaching the retina, the rays of light traveling through the other principal meridian falling before the retina. That's simple myopic astigmatism. What would be compound myopic astigmatism? Yeah, you're right. You have guessed it very well, that in compound myopic astigmatism, both rays of light passing through the cornea actually are not reaching the retina. In compound myopic astigmatism, the rays of light that is traveling across the cornea in both the principal meridians, they are not reaching the retina. So for example, here the rays of light coming from 90-degree are falling over here, and the rays of light that's traveling through 180-degree may be falling over here, right? So that's basically compound myopic astigmatism. Rays of light from both principal meridians are not reaching the retina. That's compound myopic astigmatism. I explained to you simple myopic astigmatism. I explained to you compound myopic astigmatism. What then is simple hyperopic astigmatism? And what is compound hyperopic astigmatism? Well, you have guessed it right. They're exactly the opposite of what is simple myopic astigmatism and what is compound myopic astigmatism. They're exactly the opposite of this. So in simple hyperopic astigmatism, you have from one meridian the rays of light are falling on the retina, and from the other meridian the rays of light are falling behind the retina, right? It's just like simple myopic astigmatism, but it's just the opposite. Now in compound myopic hyperopic astigmatism, none of these rays of light traveling through the principal meridians of the cornea are actually reaching the retina. They are falling beyond the retina. So they are falling beyond the retina, right? So that's basically compound hyperopic astigmatism. What then is mixed astigmatism? I think you have guessed it right by now. And in mixed astigmatism, some of the rays of light are falling before the retina. Some of the rays of light are falling before the retina. And some of the rays of light that goes through the other principal meridian of the cornea is falling beyond the retina. So that is why it is called a mixed astigmatism. It is called a mixed astigmatism, right? So this is the way you can actually classify astigmatism, and these concepts are important. Why? Because in the next classes we are going to talk about prescriptions. You will be able to read the prescriptions. You will know the world of opticians. And then when we further go into the world of intraocular lenses, you will be able to understand in holistic way. So that's basically how we can classify regular astigmatism. Now the other way of classifying regular astigmatism is whether it's with the rule astigmatism, or against the rule astigmatism. This is also a way you can actually classify it. With the rule astigmatism, against the rule astigmatism, commonly said as WTR and ATR. Very easy. If I tell you, if I show you what is WTR and what is ATR, it will be very easy for you. I know it's not going to be a very difficult subject for you. So now, let's take into account with the rule astigmatism, and let's actually draw the meridians here, right? Let's draw the meridians over here. Now again, this is 0 degree, right? And you go like this. This is the 45 degree. This is the 90 degree. This is say 135 degrees. This is 180 degrees. We take this as right. So now, when your steep meridian, remember the concept of steep meridian from our first video. When your steep meridian is at 90 degree plus minus 30 degrees, that's your with the rule astigmatism. That is 90 degree plus 30 degrees, how much? 120 degrees. So 120 degrees, and then 90 degree minus 30 degree is 60 degrees. So the steep meridian falling in this zone is called the with the rule astigmatism. Similarly, against the rule astigmatism is 180 degree plus minus 30 degrees. 180 degree plus minus 30 degree. 180 degree minus 30 degrees, how much? It is 150 degrees. So 150 degree and then 180 degree. again over here, you can take this as 0 degree also. So again 30 degree over here. So anything over here, this part is called the against the rule astigmatism. Similarly over here, 0 degree plus minus 30 degrees. 30 degrees over here, and then again over here. Anything over here is called the against the rule astigmatism. With the rule astigmatism, vertical. Against the rule astigmatism, horizontal. Well, plus minus 30 degrees. And then something that the astigmatism that doesn't fall, the steep meridian not falling in this meridian or in this meridian, will be called as oblique astigmatism. So they are neither horizontal nor vertical. So that is what we call as oblique astigmatism. The fun is that when we are born and when we are younger at age, if we have some amount of astigmatism, chances are that we will be having with the rule astigmatism. And as we grow older, we drift towards against the rule astigmatism. We drift towards against the rule astigmatism. So if you see patients of 60 years and above, chances are that you will find them with against the rule astigmatism. But if you go and see a patient of, say, a 20-year-old who has some amount of astigmatism, chances are that that boy or girl will be having with the rule astigmatism. So more you find with the rule astigmatism with young age, with old age patients you find more of an against the rule astigmatism. Oblique astigmatism is when your astigmatism is actually going from the with the rule towards the against the rule, and that is when you find oblique astigmatism. So the astigmatism, the steep meridian, is now traveling from 90 degrees towards 180 degree, and it takes some time, right? And the experts say it takes around 0.2 diopters of change in astigmatism can happen over a period of 10 years, over a decade. So you're born with the rule astigmatism, young age, you're with the rule astigmatism, and then you start drifting, you get some oblique astigmatism, you drift. As you get older and older, you come to against the rule astigmatism. Not a thumb rule, but this has been observed largely, right? So that's basically what we talked about. In this video, we talked about simple, the types of regular astigmatism. It could be simple myopic astigmatism, it could be compound myopic astigmatism, simple hyperopic astigmatism, compound hyperopic astigmatism, mixed astigmatism. Again, astigmatism, regular astigmatism can be further classified into whether it's a with the rule astigmatism or an against the rule astigmatism, or an oblique astigmatism. Now, since these are all regular, remember, what do we mean by regular astigmatism? We explained that before. Your steep and flat meridians are 90 degree away always. Whether in all these astigmatisms, with the rule astigmatism, against the rule astigmatism, oblique astigmatisms, your steep and flat meridians are always 90 degree away. For example, you may be wondering about oblique astigmatism. Say, for example, the patient has 135 degree. This is a steep meridian. At 135 degree, this patient may be having, say, for example, 48 diopters at 135 degree here, at 135 degrees. So this patient's astigmatism, steep meridian, is here. Where will the flat meridian be? Flat meridian will be exactly 90 degree away if this patient has a regular astigmatism. So at 45 degree, this patient will have the flat meridian over here. So 48 degrees, something, say, for example, here 46 diopters at 45 degree. That's oblique astigmatism. It could be the other way around. It could be, say, 48 over here or some other diopters. It could be the steep meridian here. It could be a flat meridian here. But whether it's with the rule, against the rule, or oblique astigmatism, they're always at 90 degree away. Thank you very much. That was all about our part 2 of this astigmatism series. I will look forward to interact with you in subsequent videos. Please do not forget to subscribe, and also you can follow my own blog and and I give you the address of the blog, quickguide.org. Quick, quick guide, GUID, quickguide.org. See you again in my next videos.